Now let's talk gender inclusion and the calls for translating emerging ideas to concrete policy tools. Joining me on TVC News at 10 is former Commissioner for Works and a governorship aspirant of the PDP in Ekiti State, Fumi Ogun. Good to have you join us at this time. Every now and again, we hear calls for gender inclusion. Just how important is it, and what's your evaluation of Nigeria's performance in this regard so far?
Good evening. It's nice having me this night. I want to appreciate the audience and the TVC crew. About gender inclusion, this matter has been prolonged for too long. It's of essence that policies are put in place to ensure the reality, to ensure that it is done. The time is now. In Nigeria, we are underrepresented. Women are underrepresented in different positions in governance, in elective positions, in leadership positions, all over. In the National Assembly, as we speak, we have just 20 women, 4 in the Senate and 16 in the House of Reps. That is below expectation. We've been talking about inclusion for years. Debate has been on it for years. I feel it is right time that these policies are set in place to ensure reality of what we have been talking about.
Let's talk about these policies now. Yes, let's talk about these policies. What specific steps must be taken to translate these emerging ideas that we're having into concrete policy tools like you're talking about in order to close persistent gaps that we're noticing in the economy, politics, and other sectors?
In politics, some percentage must be set aside for women, right from the grassroots, from the State House of Assembly, from the National Assembly, even into elective offices, the executive arm of government, legislative arm of government, judiciary arm of some percentage must be set aside that no man should contest it with a woman.
But don't
because
you
men
think...
have taken...
Yeah, Mrs. Ogun, I'm curious. Don't you think that these employments and appointments should rather be by merit rather than based on gender?
There are women that have the capacity. There are women that have what it takes to occupy those positions. Even those percentages are set aside does not mean that merit is overlooked or merit is not put into consideration. What I'm saying in essence is that when those percentages that men have taken over the space for too long, so it makes it difficult for women to penetrate. But when such percentages are set aside for women, then it will be easier for women to be able to get involved and also be incorporated into the system. So it doesn't have anything to do with merit. There are women that have capacity. There are women that are intellectuals. There are women that are ready to occupy this position.
All right. Let me ask you a personal question. You have served in different leadership and political capacities in the past, and you are now in the race for the PDP governorship ticket in Ekiti State. What has been your experience, and do you think that Nigeria as a nation is actually ready for women governors, for instance?
Wow. Nigeria is more than ready for women to take that position, because no woman has been voted in. Women have been voting for others. It is time for us also to be voted into that position of a governor in Nigeria. In 26 years of our democracy, it's appalling that we have not been given, no woman has been given that opportunity. Now, whatsoever a man can do, women, we can also do it. You know, gifts, talents, knowledge has been deposited both in man and woman. So there is nothing that a man can do that a woman cannot do. So when it comes to the office of the governor, I believe that we have the capacity, we have everything it takes to occupy it. When I was commissioner for work, I'm a geologist by profession, which was seen, that office is seen as a man's field. But as a woman, I occupied that office I was able to carry out all duties that was expected of me as a geologist, while on the field, while in the office, in every aspect. I was able to fulfill all duties that is assigned to the office, even though I'm a woman. Also, when I was Commissioner for Works and Transportation in Ekiti State, I carried out my duties as most of the projects that you can boast of in Ekiti State today. So what is it that a woman can, a man can do that a woman cannot do?
So obviously you have broken the glass ceiling, you know, in your own way, in some way, and we hope to see how this conversation continues, especially for other minority groups. Talk about people with disabilities. Former Commissioner for Works and governorship aspirant of the PDP in Ekiti State, Funmi Ogun, thank you very much for talking to us on TVC News at 10.